Okay, we're going to do a real quick problem on solving and calculating and interpreting confidence intervals for the proportions. So right here, a simple random sample of 60 diamonds was selected. 12 diamonds were fake. Calculate and interpret 99% confidence interval for the true proportions of diamonds that are fake. Okay, first let's do our checks. So it's one sample of Z interval for P. That's our first check. Okay. Okay, next check is to check and see if it's a random sample by looking at the question. It says random sample, so look for keywords. Random sample, so that's another check. Okay, large. Now our next check is large counts, and how we do that is we're going to check to see if the value we get from our calculations, which is going to be the sample size, open parentheses, the smaller sample that's given to us over the sample size, and we need to check to see if it's greater than or equal to 10. So that will let us know if it's a large count. Okay, so our sample size by the question is 60. Okay, then we'll open parentheses. So 12 is going to be the number that goes on top because it's the interval that we're looking for. When you do that, you'll get 12. So 12 is greater than or equal to 10. Okay, so far we're looking good. Next check we'll do is sample size, open parentheses, 1 minus what we did right here. Okay, so we get 48. So that as well will be greater than or equal to 10. So we know that it's a large count. So all our checks are good. So we'll go ahead and get our equation going. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down a little bit. Let's see. I'm going to scroll down to this next page. Okay, so remember the equation when you're looking for confidence intervals is going to be with a Z interval for P. It's going to be P hat plus or minus Z star square root P hat open parentheses 1 minus P hat over N. Okay, so how to find P hat? Let's look for P hat first. You're just going to basically you're going to do the same thing. Let's see, let me get my arrow. There we go. You're going to do the same thing right here. It's the same equation, 12 over 60. So that's how you find your P hat. And you end up with 0.20. So we found out our P hat. Now to find out our Z star, you can look at your chart by looking at the 99% interval. Look at your chart that was given to you. It's going to be, let's see, I'm going to scroll down. By looking at the chart, it is 2.576. So Z star is 2 0.576. All right, good deal. So we got our p hat and we got our z star. So now we can plug those into our equation. So we'll go ahead and do 0.20, because that's our p hat, plus or minus 2.576, because that's our z star. We'll get our square root going, plug in the numbers. So 0.20, 1 minus 0.20, close parentheses, over 60, which is our sample size, so that was n. All right. So remember, when you're doing this calculation, in order to get the right answer, put in your calculator 2.576 square root 0.20, 1, open parentheses, 1 minus 0.20, divided by 60. Then if you're using a TI-84, hit the right arrow on your calculator, then hit enter. Then do your plus or minus of 0.20, because if you do all at once, you're going to get the wrong answer. So we'll go ahead and do our calculations. Okay, when I finished doing this in my calculator, I ended up with 0.133. Okay. So you do 0.20 plus 0.133. So there's going to be two answers to this. There's going to be two answers. We're going to do first plus, then minus. So let's do plus first. 0.20 plus 0.133. I got 0.337. Okay. Now let's do 0.20 minus 0.133. Oh, let's see. I'm sorry. Let's see. Okay, so let's say 0.20 minus 0.133, I got 0.067. Boom, all right. So this is our final answer. Okay, and that we solved the problem. I hope this was helpful.